Hello and welcome back. In this fingerstyle guitar lesson, we'll take a look at Angels We Have Heard on High. Make this nice and big. Okay, and it looks like here we are in the first position, which means that we're playing the first fret with our first finger. And like this. And then we do have some open strings as well. Alright, so let's take a look here. So we'll allocate our third finger here for the basses, so which means the fourth finger will play the melody on the third fret. And as always, we're trying to make our melody sing, make our melody more connected, which is really hard to do on guitar. That's our first phrase. That's our first phrase here. It's nicely spaced. Let's take a look on another angle for the guitar. Okay, I'm set up now. I'm ready to go. So as you can see here, it's kind of like a teeter-totter between the two, the bass and the treble. You want to try and hold this all the way through these two notes. Fourth here, 3, and then 3. I'll play that again a little bit slower. So I set up my right hand here, and then the left hand. Slower. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Let's keep going into the next phrase here. So from bar 5, we have so it's basically the same as the other one. And from bar 9, there's some interesting melodies going on. I'll just play the melody so you can kind of hear it. And you want to do this as well, as often as possible. So we're going to end up with the fourth finger here, and we're going to do a slide. So that little minus there is for the slide. So 1 here, and then -1, we're going to slide back, and then 0, and then 1 here again. 3, 1, and then this is, and then 4 here, because our, 4 here, because our 3 will be taken here. It's like a puzzle with the fingers. Okay, so I'll play everything. I'll go a little bit slower. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and miss that note here. And it's a little bit tricky here because we're holding this and we're holding the fourth finger. So we'll work on this a little bit more. Let's go back from the beginning again. A little bit slower. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and a little bit loud on those zeros. I played the B open instead of the G before the G. You take as many times as you need. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and. Those last two G's are to be soft, because that's the end of the phrase. Okay, so I have two options here for bar number 13. The smaller one is a little bit harder, and let's talk a little bit about that. So you have basses on all of these notes, so you kind of have to be more proficient with playing two notes at once this way with the thumb, with the emphasis on the melody. So if I play the 13 there, so more practice with this. If you're a little bit more advanced, then I would suggest that. And then I have an easier one here. It's the same bar, 13. So it would go. So we have 3 and then 4th finger here. I'll play these two bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the harder one. I'll just try and zoom that in. There we go. So this is just bar 13. You kind of have to keep your left hand aligned all the time. You can't really afford to do this. So you got to try and play that way, right? Stay aligned. So 2nd and then 4th finger here, and then 3rd finger here. So you can also play the chords if you want more notes in there. So if you want to play the chords, just make sure that your melody, the last note in the chord, is according to the melody. So on the 2nd string. So if you're playing chords, right? Okay, but this is way beyond the beginner here. So if you're still kind of just starting out fingerstyle, I would use this bar here. Okay, let's keep moving. And then the same idea as before. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the same here. I'll play the easier one. I'll do the count. I'm going to add the fingers here. 4, 4, 3. Okay. We'll do the count slow. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So on the 4, I put the rest in there. So if you want to keep it going for 4 beats for the last 2 notes, you can. All right, so the only thing I would kind of think about is when you do your phrasing, make sure you're overlapping all the bars that are in between the breaks there on the lines, just to make sure that your phrasing is nice and consistent and the timing is nice and consistent, because that's also going into your muscle memory. All right, that's it for this lesson. If you know somebody that would benefit from this lesson as well, please send them this lesson. And until next time, happy practicing, and I'll see you. Have a good day. Bye.